years, where did you work? Who mentored you?
Saw a bartender, Pradeep Andrews at that time, behind the bar, flaring with.
So, what were your hardest lessons during your initial bartending years?
My baby was born. I had a daughter. Wife is on maternity leave. Who in their right mind would try to quit there?
So, is there a possibility to bring Canada Canteen to a city like Bangalore?
At the moment, Canada Canteen is specifically made for the audience in Bangalore.
On top of that pure vegetarian restaurant, how the idea of Kalpaney came and why it came?
So, since it became an occasional dining brand, it did not give us enough footfalls as we were expecting. At that point, when I quit my job, I was actually.
Do you both argue like as a partners
And we have a lot of open conversations about if I am upset with anything.
do you think you are still grounded with all these successes?
I most of the time I'm washing shakers and helping my team.
Cocktail club, right? Interacting with different industry leaders. So that time this question popped up in my mind now that example we are in Bangalore now, crazy amount of this modern craft cocktail bars like speakeasy types and everything keeps opening up month on month. How do you see this as an industry person? Do you see this healthy, or do you feel like the market is getting overcrowded? What is your thought about that?
It is the best time ever
Oh,
for cocktails and the bar scenario which is going on right now. Where was cocktails as a category a few years before? What was the category in bars? Either it is microbreweries, you have restaurant and bars, resto bars, pubs. Where was cocktail bars as
it
a
was never there.
category? It was
Even
never.
though they
It's
were
a
serving
new
category
category
that
which
got
is
created.
getting built. You have probably more than 25, 30 solid, good cocktail bars in the city. 3 years ago, there was probably zero. Right? It's a new category which is getting built, and the consumers are evolving. Every bar is able to have consumers at their door who wants to come and try a cocktail. Earlier, no, I drink whiskey with water. I don't want to drink your cocktail. The bartender has to convince the other person that no, try whiskey sour at least. Right? It was a lot of education which needed to be done for consumers to move from just drinking to get drunk to moving to drinking cocktails. Consumer is adopting. People are drinking more mindfully. I wouldn't. Yes, the statistics say that people are drinking maybe less, but people are also drinking better. Right? People are drinking much better now. They know what they're drinking, how much they should drink. Okay, I'm going to have a dinner. I'll have 2 glasses of wine along with my dinner. Okay, I'm going to a club. I know I'm going to party. So, okay, let me have party smart, or I will only have these many drinks. I know a few of my friends and who say in a week I have made sure that I restrict myself to 6 drinks a week, for example. Either I have 4 drinks on a Saturday night and then keep the rest 2 drinks for maybe another, or I maybe have 2 drinks but I will make it for 3 nights. So that's mindful. You are not going there sitting ordering a bottle and drink till you get drunk. So that is evolving. So it's I would say that it's the best. I see in the past 3 months you have had 3-4 bars which are opened by bartenders who are partners in the bar. And they have opened their own bars. I mean, maybe 10 more will open, which is really good.
So, because you just explained about this conscious consumption, right?
Yeah.
Like people now know that how much they are going to drink, what they are going to drink. Uh, shape up the way cocktails are being made, like example, low ABV or no ABV. Do you see any such thing evolving in the future?
Yes, so you will see a lot of people moving towards low ABV cocktails. Of course, everyone's becoming health conscious. Few years ago, did you watch your steps, or right? Did you see how many calories you are eating? No, so you are becoming health conscious. So they want to consume maybe less alcohol. Alcohol, to a certain extent, can even little or more or whatever it might do, it may do harm to your health. But alcohol also started as a medicine, right? It was consumed as a remedy for any sort of ailments or anything you are having. That is why it was created. Now, when alcohol becomes indulgence and addiction, it's a different story altogether. And it's a very controversial thing to say. I cannot probably put an healthy ingredient in my cocktail and say I'm making healthy cocktails. Alcohol itself is not healthy, right? So, to each their own in terms of what perspective you think. But yes, low ABV cocktails, no ABV cocktails. We have introduced no ABV cocktails in Kalpaney. We have consulted for a space called Practically Sober, which is a no ABV cocktail bar. We have done few drinks for Burma in terms of no ABV cocktail. So yes, there is a shift. Younger consumers are more driven towards health, so they don't want to consume cocktails. But if they are with a set of 4 friends, why should they lose the chance of enjoying a great experience? So we have adapted to that. We have a zero proof cocktail menu on our menu. We do sell those drinks. Gone are those days when you treat someone who comes to a bar and not order a drink, saying, how can you do this? You have come to a bar and not order a drink. That is up to you. You have to adapt, because consumers are also adapting.
Yeah, I have a friend. I'm able to recollect this. He always accompanies me.
Yes.
And if somebody offers him a cocktail, and if he says no, then they ask like, "Oh, bro, you don't drink." Then he gets offended.
Yeah.
No, not anymore. I think because you have something to offer to him
Oh,
also.
yes, correct,
Yeah.
correct.
Great.
So
Something like that.
From a business perspective, yes, the biggest misunderstanding is that the bar business or a cocktail bar business is something which has high profitability, because they usually go out on weekends to these bars or restaurants. They always see the place is packed, everyone is drinking and having a good time. They feel, oh God, look at this. If I open a bar tomorrow, and I think I will make a lot of money. The other misunderstanding is sometimes people tend to look at their own version of that there is this gap in this space which I can solve for. For example, let me give you a very sort of basic example, like which we were talking earlier. You feel that there is no cocktail bar in Bangalore, in JP Nagar, because you want to go out and drink.
Yeah.
Now, if given a chance, 4 of your friends get together and you have some money to invest, you say, I'm telling you, JP Nagar does not have a good cocktail bar where I can go and let's open one and we are going to kill it, because there's nobody else who has a cocktail bar.
But maybe I don't know about the product market fit and what the market really wants, right?
Exactly what the market really wants, and how the market is going to adapt and change, because that's my learning. When I came into the market to JP Nagar with jamming good, 35 crores a month was the overall market of JP Nagar. Uru Brew Park and Pump House and Tipsy Bull, your Khmer Kitchen.
Yeah.
The other one on the right side, just next to the flyover, very old, but 2-3 floors is there. By the people. Levels, yes, levels. So that was about, at that time, 35 crores market. I am a 110 seater bar. I need to capture maybe 2.5% of the market. I will be in a good position and I can do well. But no, that market did not accept this brand as what we intended it to be. It became an occasional brand. And people would go out on occasions only. Like, for example, your birthday, you will go to a place. Your anniversary, you want to pick a new place, right? How many times will you keep coming back to the place? And if you see, every month, if you have an occasion, you have a new place which you haven't visited. Everyone wants new and better experiences, but you have to capture the market where you feel that you can give that experience, and people will keep coming back for that experience. And bars don't run full 7 days of the week.
Correct.
Yeah. That's the biggest misunderstanding, I would say.
Yeah, got it. But you're finishing it properly about the journey and the craft. Now let's discuss about the business, the industry, and the future.
Okay.
So, I mean, currently, company hospitality, is it bootstrapped or have you taken investment?
We are bootstrapped. We have taken debts from banks, um, as much as we need based on mostly working capital debt is what we have borrowed from banks in order to run our operations. In that ways, yes, we are bootstrapped. We don't have any external investments coming in. We started the business on our own with literally zero capital. Our revenue cash flow came from doing consulting and then doing cocktail company events, because in events it was majorly taking 50% advance before you do the event, invest in it, and then take the rest of the money, and then we slowly started packing the profits into building assets, and we built the business.
Got it. So, I mean, do you like to be bootstrapped, or you don't mind taking some funding and go for some drastical expansion?
Would you like to fund in my company?
Why not?
But for everyone else, it's very confusing. You're doing so many things. Where is the focus? If you invest money in my company, if you want to make money out of it, where is my focus becomes the biggest question.
But it's an umbrella which you have built actually.
We are trying to find where gaps where we know our expertise and skill set can make money, and putting our efforts there and building it. We want to make it a solid F&B company, and right now we are able to generate cash flow from our own businesses and grow. Yes, we have had multiple conversations with people who want to invest in us, but we feel we will kind of deviate from our goal of building an ecosystem which will probably do restaurants, bars, maybe a few FMCG products for us to generate another stream of revenue and things like that. So which is why we have not taken any.
So you're happy bootstrapped?
Yes, we are happy.
Said you are building the complete ecosystem, right? Which you do. So, I mean, can we expect something like a spirit brand coming from you in the future?
Not at the moment. Maybe I don't know. In the future, maybe, because it's really hard to come up with a spirit brand in the country of your own. The regulations are crazy. The kind of investment which goes into it is really big, which either have to raise money and do it. And if I were to, use that kind of capital to do, I would probably be happier opening another cocktail bar rather than starting a spirits brand or anything like that. But you never know. If there is some collaboration in the future which maybe works out for us or anything like that, we might come up with a brand. But at the moment, I have no thoughts about it. It's a very... I've been with the other side of the industry. I've sold it. I've advocated it. Maybe done a little bit of marketing. I've learned how marketing works in liquor brand. I know how tough it is to first of all, the entry into the market itself is so tough. So I would not
do that.
Actively focus and do a spirit brand. No.
So, like out of the multiple verticals, you are doing crockeries, you are doing consultancy. You said you are also doing ice.
Yes.
In that lineup, what is your next plan?
We are introducing a cocktail mixer brand soon, which the idea is to mix your spirit with a cocktail mixer and enjoy it wherever you are, whether it's in a bar or at home or anywhere else. That's what we've been working on for a while now.
So, as a hardcore craftsman of a good drink, don't you think you are conflicting that by giving a ready-made mixer, or do you think that ready-made mixer will have the quality and standards of how you usually craft fresh in your bar?
So, the kind of cocktail mixer which we are planning to introduce is actually based on kombucha.
Wow.
So we are using how you ferment tea and add other flavors and ingredients to it. So we want to use that and create cocktail mixes which sort of becomes like a seltzer when you are drinking. Like for example, a seltzer is spirit with soda in it which has flavors, right?
Yeah.
So if I give you a fresh grapefruit fermented and then carbonated into a soda which will go into your tequila at home and which tastes like a really good tasty Paloma.
Ah.
That's what I'm trying to introduce as a cocktail mixer, not an artificial flavor which is going into it.
Okay, so it's going to be as good as what you make in your
Exactly.
bars.
Yes.
Does that mean, does that mean, are you not scared that I will buy all those mixers and sit at my home and don't come to your bar more often?
Oh, no, not at all. Why? Maybe you will come to my bar more often because if you have consumed that mixer and you have enjoyed that cocktail, wouldn't you want to explore more?
Yeah.
You will come out of bars to drink more.
Got it.
I don't think you will. Uh, Not really. I think it will make people drink better. Yeah. Go out and explore more. It's like, would you still go out? Why do you still go out and eat dosa outside when you can make dosa at home, right?
Correct.
Huh?
Correct.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the unit economics. Like, what do the unit economics of a modern cocktail bar look like, according to you?
Unit economics of a modern cocktail bar. You want to say understand the P&L
P&L.
economics of uh, a cocktail bar, or you want to say how much do I invest and how does the business work?
Okay,
What?
let's talk about the capital break even and also the operational break even.
Okay, so in terms of capital, if you are going to do a cocktail bar, let's say you need about 3,000 square feet of the space to do a cocktail bar. I think usually 1/3 of that will go to the kitchen and 2/3 is there for your dining area. In 3,000 square feet, if 1,000 square feet is gone for kitchen, restroom, back of the house, your store, staff lockers or whatever, in the rest 2,000 square feet you would do the dining space. On an average, you would spend somewhere about 2,000 to 2,500 rupees per square feet on the interior of doing the space, including the kitchen or you can say. So that's about 3,000 square feet into, if you take 2,000, it's about 60 lakhs. And then you would spend about 30 lakhs to put kitchen equipment inside the kitchen and your bar stations, your kitchen equipment, your exhaust hoods and fresh air, ducting, plumbing and all of that would cost you about say 30 lakhs. Then so that's 60 and 30, 90 lakhs. Then you would spend your bar tools, glassware, crockery, cutlery, and the kitchen utensils which you use. You need pans, pots, and everything. So that would cost say another about 20 lakhs. So 1.2 crores is just the say interior. Then you will have sound, you will have tech, which is your hardware, software, CCTV, all of that, and that would say be about 10 to 15 lakhs or 1.35. Then you would probably invest in your branding, hoarding. You got a branding agency to do your brand and all. So 1.5 crores is just the capital, I would say, which would go into building the space, right?
Without licenses.
Without license and without the deposit, right? That's one point. So and then if you take a 3,000 square feet space, average rent would be say 200 rupees a square feet in a good location, about 6 lakhs rental, 6 to 8 months is advance, so 50 lakhs is gone there, which is a deposit which you can get it back if you pay rent on time. Then you will have to get a bar license, which is about 25 lakhs in deposit and 25 lakhs to do all the rest of the documentation, to transfer the license and all of this. So 1.5 plus another 1 crore. So about 2.5 crore. Now before opening, you will have to pay salaries to your staff. You have hired them. You will invest in the alcohol about 10-15 lakhs or 20 lakhs depending on how much stock you want to put in the bar, your kitchen stock and all. Say about 50 lakhs in total. So 3 crores.
3 crores.
And this is without the working capital for you to operate the restaurant for another. No, it's 3.5 already. 1.5 plus, 3.5. So if you keep another working capital, so that's about close to 3.5 to 4 crores of investment you need to open a cocktail bar, out of which 50 to 70 lakhs is your deposit, which you will probably get in return if you end up running for whatever lease term what you do. Yeah.
So after you invest 3.54 crores like a kind of capital, what is a decent ROI according to you? The period like where we get the money back?
See, ROI can mean different things to different people.
The capital ROI.
Capital, you want all the capital to be returned back to you. I think about 2.5 to 3 years should be a good time if you want the capital return on the capital what you have invested. Yeah.
So impatient people cannot get into this space.
It's not that impatient people cannot get into the space. You have to look at numbers very, very practically, right? So let me look at the numbers from a very different angle. Now, we discussed that 3.5 to 4 crores, 3.5 crores, let's say, is the investment which goes into a cocktail bar where you have 100 seating, right? Now, and we said rent is 6 lakhs plus GST will come up to about 7.2 lakhs. On an average, the cost, first you want to open a bar, the basic cost for a bar is, for the license is, you're not buying your own license because that itself costs as much as opening a bar. About 3.5 CR is the license price today. If you have to transfer license from someone else to your name because you're buying it for yourself. Otherwise, you pay a rental. 2.5 to 3 lakhs is average rental. The renewal fees is 15 lakhs a year. So that's about 1.2 lakhs. Plus your monthly, you submitting the report. And so on an average, 5 lakhs. This is fixed cost if you have to run a bar. 5 lakhs you have to pay minimum. Plus you have 7 lakhs. So 7 plus 5. 12 lakh rupees is the fixed cost of running a cocktail bar of 100-seater, irrespective of anything else, your staffing and other. I'm not even calculating. I'm just saying, just to operate the bar, you have to pay this, right? Now it's 100-seater. On an average, how much do you think a consumer spends at a cocktail bar, according to you?
2,000, 3,000, 4,000.
Yeah, so if you drink, maybe you're having 4 drinks, you will say average is 4,000 what I spend. But on an average, 2 to 2.5 drinks is average consumption in a cocktail bar. And an average spend per person is between 1,500 to 2,000, let's say 2,000. Because not everyone who's going to come to your bar is going to have cocktails and things like that, right? So let's say 2,000 rupees average per person. Now, general food cost and beverage cost, you know this better.
30% industry standard.
Industry standard is 30%. So 30% is food and beverage cost out of the 2,000 rupees which you are calculating, right?
600.
And 600. And you, in general business of 100%, you take out that 30%, which is your food and beverage cost. Your salary cost is about 20-25%. So let's put that entire into 50% bucket. Food, beverage cost and salary cost is at 50%. But generally in cocktail bars, the beverage cost is not 25-30%. It's more. It's about 40-45%.
Some people say me that it's 20%.
It is possible. It can be possible at 10% also. 5-star hotels do it at maybe below 10% because the pricing is 10x. You depend. You price at 3x, it will be 30%. You price at 4x, it will be 25%. Right? And then you have to take the salary cost of 20-25%. You are left with the rest 50%. and in that 2% will go for okay, let's say 5% will go for staff welfare, staff accommodation, their meal, their uniform and all. 5% goes straight. You're left with another 45%. In that 45%, you will probably spend about 5% in marketing. Let's keep it at the least. And then you're left with about 40%. In that, how much will you take as the fixed cost, which is your rent and your space rent and the liquor license rent? Say about 15%. So the 15% is right now what we calculated, which is about 13 lakhs. So if that is 15%, how much revenue should you do per month? If 13 lakhs is of 15, so you have to do about 80-90 lakhs revenue a month. And you are saying you are a 100-seater space. If you have to do 80 lakh rupees a month at a 100-seater space with 2000 rupees per person spending, you will have to end up having close to about how many consumers for 80 lakhs? About 6,000? No, let me actually just calculate that. It will be better. We said 80 lakhs is the top line revenue, right? 80 lakhs divided by 2000 per spend is 4,000 consumers, right? Let's divide it by 4 weeks. Divided by 4 is 1,000 people a week you need to fill inside your cocktail bar. And out of that, 50-60% will only come on 2 days, Friday, Saturday. So if out of 1,000 you take 60%, 600 people into every day, you have to do 3 rounds of the place on a weekend. You have to fill 300 people in a 100-seater space, right? And then on weekdays, maybe the rest 400 what is left out of that 1,000, they will fill up 100 people each day of the 4 days. And if you want to shut it one day, you will have to squeeze in on the rest of the day. So if you do about 80 lakh rupees revenue, then you would probably take home about 20% as your EBITDA margin. 30% is what everyone assumes. It's hard because I have not added a lot of other costs now. Yeah, in staff welfare, maybe you can put in your valet, driver cost, your security cost, you have accountant, then you will pay your margins on everything which is swiped in card and Zomato and all of that. So you're left with a very thin margin. So even if you take 15% as a margin on 80 lakhs revenue, what you will make, so that is about 12 lakh rupees a month. Your investment was 3.5 crores. And you are saying you will take out 12 lakh rupees a month. Now you calculate how much time does it take? 3 years. Yeah. And with the way the market is adapting and so many new places opening, you think at 3 years you will make all the money what you put in, recover, and then start making profits out of that? Because if you sell the business, all you're going to get is that 75 lakhs is deposit. You will not get it. You can't sell equipments. You can't sell interiors. You can't sell the place. What money did you make out of it?
Correct. So it's not as easy as it looks.
No, it is not as easy as it looks. But yes, money is there to be made. I said, for us, consumer is at the heart of everything. If in order for you to have a successful F&B venture, from product to service to marketing to the environment inside the restaurant, the vibe to the air conditioning inside, everything has to fall into place together. And only by people talking through word of mouth is when you will start having more people. Like we said, 4,000 people a month, right? Imagine finding 4,000 new consumers every single month for your bar. In 4,000, not 1,000 will not come back to your bar next month. Repetition is not at 25% or 40% or anything like that. The repetition is very low because every week you have a new bar to go to. If today you come to SOKA, you will probably go to 4 more bars and then maybe come back to SOKA. So the repetition. So every month you have to find new consumers to fill your bar and consistently deliver that experience. Yes. Like that's why maybe unit economics will work for a larger space. You open a 10,000 square feet, say brewery, and you are still paying the same license fees of 2.5-3 lakh rupees, but brewery license is expensive. But again, you are paying taxes on the beer. You're making the beer cost is very low. I am judged here in my bar based on what grade spirit I'm using inside my drink. I cannot use a cheap spirit and make a cocktail and say, no, I'm selling this cocktail at 900 rupees. You will say it's not justified or the cocktail is not tasting great. Yes. So if you want to get into the business, like if you're we were calculating the numbers, so now I said 25% is the average salary cost. So you will need about 45 to 50 people to run a 100-seater cocktail bar. Service team, bar team, kitchen stewarding team, housekeeping team, purchase manager, admin, HR, all of this you need. So you need about 50. On an average, you will pay, say, about 30 to 35,000 per person. 50 people into 30,000 is 15 lakhs. That's your fixed cost. You have to pay salary. Yeah.
Got it. It was so elaborate, but
Yeah, I think
evolution of cocktail bar in India. Where was it in, let's say, 2008, and where is it now in 2026, according to you?
2008, I think we were serving classic cocktails on the menu, most of the bars. I think it was mojitos, pina colada, cosmopolitan, Long Island iced tea.
Margarita,
Margarita, yes. Frozen
daiquiri,
margaritas a lot.
daiquiri.
Daiquiri, maybe not much. Whiskey sour was very popular at that time. Lot of flavored sours and martinis, green apple martini, apple martinis were very, very popular. Now, from then probably at that time you did not have signature cocktails on the menu. We were adopting to what were the classics which we read on books. Before 2008, and I just started off in 2008 working in the industry, but I did started my college in 2004. At that time, recipes we used to by heart. We were supposed to remember those recipes in our head and mix 2-3 ingredients together and make sure that the drink is made. Consistency was not not there probably at that time to a certain extent. Accessibility to ingredients at that point of time was not easy as it is today. From then to now, you hardly see any of those drinks on cocktail menus in cocktail bars. You don't see Long Island iced tea, mojito, and cosmopolitan in any of the cocktail. But you have modern cocktails. You see penicillin, suffering bastard, and you will see Negroni Negroni Spagliato, and painkiller, and a lot of other cocktails you see on the menus. Bartenders are evolving. Techniques have evolved. 2008 we used to use fresh ingredients and make a drink or a syrup to replace that. Squeezing fresh lime juice was a task, and we used to probably use nimbus, which right now we use a replacement for citrus in the cocktail. We use acids, we use citric acid, we use malic acid, we use different acids to balance it out. Right? We are using the same fresh ingredient but using it in a different way to get a better texture on the drink. If you use fresh pineapple juice, it is very coarse. It'll coat your tongue, so now you're clarifying pineapple juice. You are doing milk washing to change the texture of the drink. Yeah, earlier it was mixing.
You're also doing vegan foam instead of
instead
egg
of
whites.
using egg white to get the texture in the drink. Yes. So a lot of changes.
So now people like us also learnt from you guys, like sitting in the bar, like vegan foam you use in place of egg whites and everything.
Correct.
Lot of consumer education has happened now.
Yes, a lot.
For this whole shift, right?
Yeah.
attrition in the industry, F&B industry, is so common and one of the difficult problems to solve, because most of the times we speak to owners, it is always a challenge. How
Yes.
does company hospitality solve this problem?
See, the way we look at building our culture in the organization is that we don't want our team to just look at the job as a job where I have to come and I do my work, these are the things, and go. We are pushing them to think beyond what you are doing as a job, one, and at the job, if you're doing this, ask why. Start thinking as to why do you have to do this. It's not that I have told you you have to do only this way. Like in SOKA, the experience is built from the way when you enter the space to sit down on the table and the conversation which the bartender has with you, saying, all right, this is our menu, these are the drinks, and why don't you try this? So now if he has to have that conversation, it's not that I have given him a training on what he should say. I'm asking him to think, why is that consumer coming there and what does he want to know from you that he decides to choose that particular drink. So start thinking. So when you push them towards a culture of thinking why they're doing this, what is the reason behind this, I think they start enjoying their job more. It's not just that I come there and finish my work and go. Exposure, we provide a lot of exposure. Take every team member to a takeover in another city, they get to see another city. We have taken our bartenders out of the country. Every time I travel and there is an opportunity, I take someone along for a takeover, I'll take a bartender who will get to see new country, exposure, and they know that, okay, I spend time here, I'm working with certain set of people who are encouraging me. Why would I want to leave the job? Because it's not the day and era that I can convince someone saying I'll pay you more money and stay. Yes, that happens. Our team gets poached, our team gets paid 3 times the money in some other bar or other restaurant or anything like that. I don't have control over that, but what I have control in is to make them think better then and do their work. So that is something which has helped us in controlling our attrition than the regular industry
More than
standards.
controlling, because you made the culture so involving, so much fun, so people don't even think to go outside.
No, a lot of people go out. See, the money is the motivation. We all do everything. We might say it's like if you can't wake up every day and be passionate saying मुझे cocktail बनाना है आज. You can't. Passion is a pattern later on, and money is the biggest motivation for you, right? If there's no money coming, why would you keep pushing yourself and saying I'll make more cocktails?
But irrespective of that, you are able to create that culture where people feel themselves that they are involved. So that means they're connected with the organization.
Connected with it, we also talk a lot about how to understand wealth, how to understand money. Like for example, as soon as the war started, we told the team that anything can go wrong in the future. Our businesses might go down. So start going into savings mode. Do not unnecessarily spend money on things which you don't need. Maybe keep a track. Maybe, do certain amount of money as savings which will help you, which is kind of talking to them in their daily life as to what you should do, what you look forward for the future. Okay, now they try and come and ask us what financial decisions I need to make or anything like that. If there's something which we can, now we are also allowing them to take a sabbatical now. There's one bartender who wants to go on a holiday with his parents for Europe for a month. To take a sabbatical, we have to give them that opportunity, and they have to have that freedom that, okay, I can come and contribute and I'm respected for my contribution, and not just look at them as a person who just do the job for the money what you take. Yeah,
that's so great. What is your take on aggregators in terms of reservations, payments, etc.? Do they add value
Yes,
to your business?
they definitely
Do they eat
add
your
value.
margins?
Depends, situation to situation. I don't do delivery
Hmm.
in any of my brands.
Any of your brands?
No,
Kalpane?
no. Kalpaney, Canara Canteen, SOKA. I don't do delivery.
Wow.
So the kind of food and I mean drinks anyways you can't do delivery. The food what we make is not something which will travel well.
Hmm.
If I put it in a box, like for example, Kalpani is a vegetarian restaurant. You are craving to come to my restaurant. I built such a great ambience. There is an element of tea which comes to begin your meal. There is a Kalpani logo on the plate. There is a brinjal baba on the plate. The food comes in different ways. You have to come and experience the dining in my restaurant.
Correct.
You are not able to come because of some reason. You will say, "Chalo, I'll order from Kalpani," and you will order roti and say one nadru palak, which is lotus stem and palak curry, and one rice. It will come to you. Roti must be cold, and anything happen. You will say, "This is what Kalpani is." That will be your first impression. So I don't want to give you that opportunity.
Great.
You come dine in my restaurant. If you look at what Zomato, yes, discovery. A lot of people get to discover on aggregator platforms. I'm able to market my product, my restaurant. I need to be there because everyone else is also being there. It's a competitive market, so I need to be there. I'm able to get more and more new consumers because they are discovering me there through advertisements or whatever it is. Payment gateways. Every different aggregator is offering different discounts through card, through their own push, anything like that, which also helps a lot of new consumers to discover our bars and our restaurants. Yes, there is a margin which goes to them based on what you can negotiate and things like that. Reservation, I on aggregator platforms, I usually don't take reservations.
You have your own system.
We have our own reservation system, either on Instagram link or website or Google. You can reserve, but yes, certain lean periods where I'm not able to fill probably my space, I would give a few seats to aggregators to give some discounts and fill in those empty spots during certain point in time. Yeah, that's how I've been working with aggregators. It does help. To give you one of my learnings is a lot of family diners come to Kalpane. If you are someone who is earning well, just maybe second or third job, you're married, your parents have come to visit you because you're from another city, you want to take them out for a meal, you don't know how much it's going to cost. It's hard to put a price on how much will it cost if I go out to dine anywhere based on the pricing. You may not have that money to pay, but Zomato offers you lazy pay, easy pay, Swiggy or whoever. You can maybe pay that money and pay through EMI. If I don't have that option, maybe it's a hindrance for my consumer to come into my restaurant only because I'm not giving discount on any aggregator platforms. I am not enticing him to come, but he wants to come, but maybe that's a hindrance. So I said I will allow payment gateway in all the aggregator platforms. When I started, I didn't. Because they are taking a cut from what the consumer is paying me. It's directly eating into my profits. If you look at it, if 100 rupees is supposed to come from the consumer to me, my cost is the same for that 100 rupees, but in between they will take maybe 3, 4 or 5 rupees. It is from my profit. It is not from my food cost, or my food cost is not increased because it directly from my profit. Correct. The way I look at it. Correct. But now, if I don't allow that, then that consumer will not come and pay that 100 rupees also. So I will allow it.
Correct. Like, do you think in future alcohol delivery will be legalized?
It is already legalized in Kolkata, West
Oh.
Bengal. It's a corporation market. You can order liquor on Swiggy by putting an Aadhaar card.
Oh.
I think Swiggy and the other aggregators are trying to talk to the government to make it legal, because this is also a corporation market for liquor, unlike Maharashtra or Delhi or Gurgaon. This is not a distributor market. It was earlier. Now this is a corporation market where government is the distributor. He supplies alcohol to all of us. So it may happen soon.
may
You
happen.
never know. It may
In
happen.
Bangalore.
In Bangalore, yes.
Okay.
I know people happen, or maybe.
But do you
they,
welcome it?
Huh?
Do you welcome?
Yes, why not? Yeah. I don't see a challenge there. If you are able to sit at home and have a drink, it's like that. This like similarly what I said. I mean, when you can make those at home, why are you going out and eating those? It's like that. And quick commerce is changing the habit of a consumer.
Correct.
You will order anything on quick commerce now. Instead of you walking into a store and browsing and getting alcohol, you will just order what you want sitting at home.
Right.
Okay.
What is that one ingredient which is not in your kitchen or not in your bar or your kitchen that has made what is company hospitality today?
I think it is the love for the craft and the people who are part of the whole ecosystem. I think that's the main ingredient. Everyone in our team, we started with 2 people, but just me and Sombe, now we are 165.
Wow.
175, I think.
Directly under your payroll.
Yes, and by next month it will become 250, because we'll open another Kalpaney that has about 80 staff. So as we started growing, we got people in the ecosystem who just love what they do, enjoy what they do, and we are there for each other and show that love for the craft. Like we've got about maybe 20-25 bartenders now, who all are great at making drinks, are great at having conversations, and they just love what they do. It's love for the craft. Chefs, we have, I think, about lots of chefs now. Kalpane itself has, I think, about close to 35, 38 odd chefs. I mean, they serve on an average 300 to 350 people a day, and a large team in service also. Yeah.
So the craft is that one ingredient.
Yes, the love for that craft
Love
is
for the
that
craft.
ingredient. Yes.
Great. So now we are done with our conversation. Now it's time for a quick rapid fire.
Okay.
I mean, no, sorry.
Okay.
Best cocktail you have ever had and where?
Right off my head, if you ask me, the cocktail what I had was raspberry recently in this bar called the V in Paris, in France. So that was the most amazing, like shockingly, surprisingly new bar what I've seen, where it's just eight drinks on the menu. It just names the ingredients and how they have created that drink. That bar does not use ice. No bar tools, no shakers, nothing. He has made the drinks, his freezer door drinks. It's inside a freezer which is like this big. Takes it out of a bottle. His glass is already placed on the bar counter with liquid nitrogen in it. It is chilling the glass. He'll throw it out, and then he'll keep the glass on the measuring scale and pour the drink on. So there's this drink made with raspberry, fresh raspberry, and then a big meringue sort of a thing on the naked Nora glass. You just tap it, it breaks, and then have a sip. It was such a delicious drink.
What is the base spirit that was used in that?
That's not mentioned.
Not
There is
mentioned.
no display of alcohol. There is no ice. The spirit
Ingredient
is their own. It's an indigenous spirit. Yeah, and fantastic. That's the last. I mean, the most recent one. It's stuck in my head. I mean, you don't have ice in the bar. You're not going to take ice and shake or stir or do nothing. All drinks are made. He used a small blender. He put some foaming agent, I think. He blended and put it inside a glass. It's purplish pink in color. The drink looks beautiful. Yeah.
Was it so sweet or balanced?
balanced perfectly. Yeah.
Nice. One bar in India that is not yours, which everyone must visit.
So
You asked for controversial.
everyone must visit one bar in India. Oh, there are so many. I can't just point out
Whatever comes to your
one
mind,
bar.
right? I mean, right now.
Of course, bar Spirit Forward, bar Double, 403, Naked and Famous in Bangalore only. Brine is a new bar which is open. If you say maybe favorites outside of Bangalore, maybe Bar Outrigger in Goa, the vibe, the view, bartenders, drinks, food, amazing. Boilermaker, AABVCC, which is in Gurgaon, sorry, Delhi is a great concept. Lair, there is Sidecar, new bars like Barbet and Pals is also really. I mean, I can go on with the list.
You
There are
cannot say
so
one.
many. All the bars which are newly opened or in the 30 best list, I think every bar is a must visit. There is no going back on that.
Great,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
If only one drink you could drink for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Rum, hands down, any day. Give me a nice aged rum or even a white rum with lots of ice, good carbonated soda, and a nice wedge of lime. I'll drink it any day.
Worst business advice you ever received?
Worst business advice? I don't think so.
You haven't received any worst advice.
Can't think of anything.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know if anyone. It's actually. No, I don't know. See, I didn't get a worst business advice, but like I've been told that this may not work. Like SOKA, I mean, recently someone asked us a question saying that why didn't you take investors for SOKA? Why? Because nobody believed in us. 500 square feet, 38-seater cocktail bar license. Like I said, the unit. Even you in your right mind would say, why will I invest money, Avinash? It's hard to, it's not making any business sense. How will you make money out of this place? And that's what most of them told. If you, and they advised saying, you should not do this. You are not doing the right thing. But we believed that it will work, and the intent was to make better drinks, do what we feel is the right thing, and we did it and it worked. So
Now a similar seater like that is coming more now. Bars like that.
yes, lot of
Example,
them.
Wild.
Yeah, Wild, yeah, Bar Double. Yeah, a lot of new bars, small seating capacity. Yes.
You are the pioneer in that area.
No, I'm not.
One person who changed the trajectory of your career.
It was Dilawar Singh Nindra. Yes, because he kind of pushed me into spaces where I was very uncomfortable in. I was not ready for it, but somehow he thought that I will do it. I don't know still how. Probably never able to have that conversation also with him. I'm glad that I met him during the start of my career, because I joined as a management trainee. I was in a bar working as a trainee there. My training level was a steward. I am supposed to be there as a steward, learn what a steward job is and what a bartender job is. And he was the F&B manager then. He came, he saw me there. He called me to his office, had a chat for about an hour. And then the next day he called me for the morning meeting with all the other managers, and he said, today onwards Avinash is the manager of Sutra. I graduated from college 8 months ago. What is a manager's job? I don't even know. And every day I have to come for the meeting. Every day, because there is a person already who's at Super, who I was supposed to report to, And now he's reporting to me. He's saying, "What do you are a kid, you don't know anything." And yes, but then Dilawar pushed me, saying, "No, you have to learn how to handle that person. No, you have to learn." He did that. Then he said, "Oh, now we are opening another restaurant called Oko, which was at that time the best Pan-Asian restaurant in the city in Lalita Shop." The only other Pan-Asian restaurant that time which opened was Shiro. I mean, yes, five-star hotels did have Mandarin Oriental, and a lot of hotels already had, but this was the most modern Pan-Asian restaurant at that time. Opened, and within a month, the manager of that restaurant left. And there were so many staff who were hired from different places. And he said, "Avinash, from today you are the manager of this restaurant." I mean, what do I know about manager? But every day I was questioned. You should. So that pushed me to learn that if you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation where you think it is not going to work out, but then you will learn how to figure things out, because you have to come out of it any which ways. But do the right thing. I mean, not come out of it and give up and run away, but be there and face it and learn and grow. Yeah.
Was title of a Bollywood film or a sandalwood film, what would it be?
Again, I'll start thinking with K, like Karan Johar. If the whole company story would be a movie, yeah, maybe like SOKA, maybe we'll call it SOKA. It's the story of Sombir and Kapoli, how they made this entire journey. Yeah, that'll be the title, I think. Kaso maybe with K.
Great. So a robotic bartender versus you in a competition, who wins?
Robotic bartender.
Why not?
Depends what the competition is. Robot can make drinks faster than me. Maybe I can make tastier drinks than the robot. Robot can't taste. See, that's one thing.
Robot cannot do this and taste
Yeah.
it.
Robot would not know if the lime is more or less. It needs something else to identify that. No, not. You can't replace a tongue.
Correct.
Yeah.
One sentence to convince a teetotaler to try a cocktail.
You are missing really something in your life. If you have not had a drink ever in your life, I'm telling you, you are really missing something in your life. Right? It's like almost
It's a different
getting into
feeling.
bed with a woman for the first time. You imagine how it is. Would you still don't want to try it? Yeah.
Yes.
Biggest. I have spent money where it may not have gone the way it is supposed to go, and I've taken it as a learning. I would not say waste of money. Yeah.
Which is what I expected from you.
Yeah. No, because restaurants, our buzz fail. We have had so many failures. I have like a failure museum in my head. So I can't say that that's waste of money. That's taught me a lot of things.
Great. So we are done with the session. I mean,
thank you.
Thank you so much, Avinash.
I made sense.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people are going to take value from this, like be it a consumer, be it an industry person, be it somebody who's aspiring to become an entrepreneur in this space. I think everybody is going to benefit maximum out of it. Thank you so much for giving your time and giving your time in your busy schedule where you keep opening places every month.
I'm glad. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure. I enjoyed a lot chatting with you.
So that was another exciting episode today we had with Avinash Kapoli in our Foodpreneur podcast, in which we interview India's greatest food and beverage entrepreneurs. So if you liked it, send it to a cocktail lover, share it with your friends and family and people in your network, and don't forget to subscribe to listen to some amazing stories and strategies from India's greatest entrepreneurs. Thank you.